Hello there, everyone. This is James. The game will play itself. We're back with TGWPIS FC, and here we are, Sky Bet League One. I want to start us here on the competition page to see what the board has directed to us. So, here's everything right here. They want us to reach the playoffs, which I think is very doable with the squad we have. Reach the 5th round of the FA Cup, so same amount of progression as we got last time. Reached the 4th round of the Caballero Cup, which we did not do, but we do have an easier cup tie against Brentford, who is in the championship. And they're only 4th because we haven't started playing yet. And they want us to reach the final of the leasing.com trophy, which I don't know we can do. Our group is... where is our group? Where are we? Hello? Groups? Are we in the southern section? We shouldn't be. No, I guess we are in the southern section. So we were drawn against Cheltenham, Tottenham's under 23s, and West Ham's under 23s. So some interesting teams to go through here. Could be good, could be bad. Norwich under 23s won last time, which is good. I mean, that just means the team we got knocked out to actually end up winning the entire thing. So we haven't... This division begins in 31 days. We have our Brentford game coming up pretty soon. And then we have our FA Cup game. We're not even coming in there for a little while. So we're just going to let that ride. Now, at the beginning of the season, that also means transfers. So let's look at our transfer history. Transfer history. And you'll notice there's not as much cash in this year as last year. But there's also quite a few outs, and quite a few for a lot of money. Frank Newport, great servant to the club for a long period of time. I was said if I was going to give Ed a chance, I was going to sell him. I did. We got £2.9 million plus a 50% sell-on fee. I thought that was great. Gary McIntyre, this guy is a defender who could play against the entire back. We bought him from Peterborough last year, or a couple years ago, for $2.8 million. And then he only played 4 times, got a goal for us, and then we moved him on for the same amount, raising up to $3.3 million. So, good shot there. Sean Hughes went to Bristol City. Another guy who I was looking to move on. There's other people who I wanted to give a shot in the attacking midfielder role. And, getting $2.5 million for a guy we bought for $2.4K, I think that's good business. Watford came in for Christian Tomas, who's a Spanish midfielder who we never played. We picked up on a free from Dam, and then sold for $1.8 million. And I think if you can get a guy for free, turn around and sell him for $1.8, you're doing good business. Pat Blessant was one of our youth prospects who came up. And West Brom wanted him. It was a little bit of a bidding war for this guy, and he left for £1 million. Once again, and just to talk about one of the ins, we brought in this guy, George Drestrom. If we can compare him to Pat, he's actually a little bit better aerial, mentally, defending, and physically than Pat was. So he's roughly the same player, and we brought him in for $30,000 as a direct replacement. So, I think good move by us. And finally, Long Chu Mo, who is a English / I think he is, what is he? He's a Malcanese from Macau, that we brought in for $475,000. We sold for $120,000. And we're going to get 50% sell-on clause for him. He just wasn't playing. I've gotten much better people out on the left and right-hand side, so we're letting him go. Joe Morris left on a free. Not plus. We got a lot of good attackers. And that was about it. People we brought in. Rob Bryan. We brought in because we haven't really strengthened the left backs yet. Now, that being said, we can. And I'll show you why in a second. Greg Turner, we brought in on loan. We're only paying £900 from Manchester United. Physically, mentally great. Technically, could be a little bit better, but 6'4" left back. I think could be good. Luke Gold was a guy who I accidentally let go and I brought back into our team. He's one of our players. Allen came back for another season, so we got him on loan. We're not paying any of his wages. He's 100% free from Man City. So he's going to be our starting right back, so we're set there. And then we talked about George. So with all that, we have a budget here of £23 million, almost 24 million. The board, because of how well we're doing finance-wise, is giving us 100% of the revenue, and we have still plenty of payroll to work with, so we can actually squeeze more out of the transfer budget. Which means I have gone and put in a ton of offers for Argentinians and Brazilian Wonder Kids. And just to see if we can't get a few people in here, maybe a striker, and like we're looking across the defense and across the attack. We've got some good players here. It looks like they can be world beaters. And if we can get them for the right price, I'm excited to see what we can do. But as it stands right now, we kind of look to make sure we're also signing people who are at least 18 or older so we could actually move them over. Yes, we're going to have to spend £8,000 a week on their wages, yes. But at the same time, it's worth doing if we can get somebody who is really good and a world beater. Also, just to show you guys a few of the people who weren't out, Joey Keating and Lawrence signed new contracts, making them both joint top earners at the club with $7,000. Really happy to get Lawrence tied down. Keating's a little unhappy about not being able to join a club, but we do have him tied down for a longer period of time, which is good. So that midfield is stacked in the foreseeable future. All of this brings us to our game today. Look at our tactic here. We are playing Blackpool in League One at away at Blackpool. So let's go over our team report and what we're doing here. So this is the team that we're going to start. Now, if you notice, there's some changes and there's some weird picks here. So let's go over this. First of all, we've got some injuries and suspensions to start. Watson is injured. He's not going to be back for 3 weeks. Lawrence is suspended for this game. Ed Mannion's injured for this game. Antaga is injured and won't be coming back for 7 days. Strickland you'll probably start seeing him rotated in. Greg Turner is injured. He won't be showing. Stegmans is suspended for this game. He won't be playing. And then obviously you saw Luke Gold. So we've had to do a little bit of running around and shuffling. And so we don't have our best defense here. And also new looks people on our front 11. So McKenzie, we know he's here. He's here for a while. He also signed a new contract, so we're looking to keep him here for as long as possible. He is a quality goalkeeper. Capped at under 21. You imagine he may be England's keeper of the future, but still improving. Happy to have him here. No thoughts of selling him anytime soon. Cyril, starting on the right-hand side. We saw him last year. Very good. Comir comes up. This is the guy we bought from Manchester United to play alongside Vlandas. Marcelo Vlandas was a Czech center back that we bought a long time ago. Mentally amazing, physically all right, and has the good central defender stats. We are playing him as a ball-playing defender, but I think he'll do the job really well. Bartlett, good old reliable Bartlett on the left-hand side, showing us peaked. I'm not really sure I'm going to keep him around, but maybe it's about time to cash in on him and move on. Who knows? With Lawrence suspended, Knight comes in to play as the box-to-box midfielder. He's been a great guy since we got him in our youth development, and he's still improving, constantly being wanted by other people. Keating retains his spot as our deep line playmaker. Let's see if he can make the step up to League One. I'm pretty sure he can with all of those amazing stats. Natarlo Rodolfo here gets the start on the right-hand side over Thompson. The reason is that I think he is going to be the player of the future for us. Thompson is great, and I think Thompson's going to take a step back into more kind of a rotational player. Where Rodolfo, what he brings, not only all the inside forward stuff that he does, but he also has that kind of passing, free kicks, and corners that we didn't have with anybody else. So he's going to be kind of our free kick specialist, and now that we didn't get Lucas Moura back. And I think he'll be a great addition. Herrero was a Spanish attacking midfielder we brought in a little while ago, and somebody who I've been meaning to give a shot in the first team. Now, he's playing as an attacking midfielder on attack. Now, if you look at the stats that he has for this, he's 6'5", number one, so he's huge and a great aerial presence in the box. Acceleration, agility, jumping reach, natural fitness, pace he's got. Stamina and strength, not so much, but those can develop. Vision, he's okay. Off the ball, flair, determination. Decision's not great, but composure and anticipation. He's aggressive. Technique, look at 19 passing, 17 first touch. And he's another guy who could do some free kicks. So I think he is somebody who I want to bring in. His finishing could go up a little bit more. Maybe we don't play him on attack, play him more on a support so that finishing doesn't come into play. And I think we will. We'll just switch that up to support. Unless, what do they say? Advanced playmaker? What is this? What is his playmaker versus midfielder? I think we'll play him as a midfielder on support. But he can pretty much play any one of those positions. So we're going to play him as our true number 10. Right? Once again, comes in. We recognize him from last year. Really has improved a ton. And you can see there, his mentals are just going insane. And his technicals are starting to catch up. He is going to be a great player. We just have to hold on to him. What did we buy him for? How much did we spend on him? 16 million. He's valued at 5.5. But I think as we gain reputation, he's going to gain reputation too. He's spirited. He's an enthusiastic winger. I'm excited to have him. Finally, Fetz. Finn Fetz. He is a German striker who we brought in, and he's one of the guys we wanted to give a shot here. He has a lot of potential. 6 foot tall, great passing, technique, first touch, dribbling, bravery, acceleration. He's got a lot of great abilities to be an advanced forward. So we want to kind of get him the ability to jump out there and really do the business. He's as good as Ed Mannion. I mean, we have a lot of strikers. Look, you can see we got 5 strikers at the club who are all decent enough. And I know I want to give Lorenzo a run out this year in the team too. So, but he's starting the year in the under 18s because we just have so many strikers that I need to really start to work on getting rid of a few of these guys. I may try and, David Lynch is obviously on the loan list, and Ed Mannion, I think he's on the loan list as well. I'd like to see maybe these guys we want. What did I pay for him? $4,000 for him. All right. Well, that being said, this is the team we're working with today. Our bench is Malsimi, Gabrev, David Vaz, who I think is going to be a huge player for us this year as a rotational option on that left-hand side. Skiffington, Lee Thompson, and Jordan McFarlane. Now, once again, McFarlane, another one of these two guys who have been great servants for us for a long time. It may be their turn to maybe take a step back as we've got now kind of these rotational options and more options there on these wings. But we'll see as we're going to submit the team. I'm not really worried about Fetz being able to do that. He's going to gain match experience. These guys need it. So here we are. Marcelo Vandes is making his first appearance, as is Herrero. They're playing a standard 4-4-2. We're playing our standard. Go out there and just let them know we should be winning this gun comfortably. It might have been they were a little nervous, and I guess that didn't work out. So we'll just jump right on in. Didn't tell them I had faith. But here we go. First one is to them as Guy fires it in. Mackenzie with the block. And here we are on our patented all hands on deck defense. As Nataro gets it, Fetz is there. Now he's got plenty of room to run. The defender is racing over. Look how many people are charging it. Right's there. Fires it over the crossbar. But you can see when we break, we've got so much pace everywhere that we just outran the entire team. And let's see what's going on. Comier gets his first yellow card. But we do have options. I think we have options on the bench. If not, that might be worrisome. But their header goes wide. Fetz fed through here. Can he finish? He cannot. But Soldavo does tip it behind. And here we go. Keating on corner duty. Finds Knight. Heads it down to nobody in particular. And Hill clears it. And we have another chance go wanting. As it looks like there was a foul here. Now who's on this? Comier's on this. Free kick. Wow. Okay. He made that look all right. What is Comir's free kick ability at? Because I would have sworn it would have been... All right, as that's headed down by... What does Comir have for free kick? Free kick kicking 14. It's nice to have a center back that you know you can bring up and take a few free kicks for you. As we've got Bartlett, looks like he's having some struggles now too. Picked up a knock to reach halftime. Keep going up there. We can still win this one. Let him know we all have faith. Tactics-wise, did I bring a defender? I did not. Who can play down there? Who can I trust to play down there? It's got good marking. Knight. Passing technique. Tackling. Marking. Oh, if worse comes worse, we will drop Knight down there. Bartlett. Can Bartlett play in there? He can't. Cyril? He can. Cyril's a makeshift there. But we'll play it like this for now. Start the second half. Jump out there. Just see what we can do. We'll go out there and we'll just tell them to demand more from them. Get them all fired up. Free kick to us. Keating's on it. Knight this time doesn't head it down, but he does get tackled. And their Hartle is off to the races. Dives past the tackle. Knight covers nicely to get it back. Fetz is there. Heads it down. Finds Keating out to Natalo and releases Fez, who once again can take his next shot. And there he is. Finn Fetz with his first goal of the season and his first professional goal for TGWPIS FC. Great interplay here. Rodolfo, gotta admit, that pass was beautifully weighted. Fetz is there, gets it around the keeper, and scores it in. Our new number 9 is absolutely loving it. And a great start for him to open up his account. As we are ticking away. Corner to us. Comer heads it down. Fetz looking for a second. Doesn't get it. Can't get it through the traffic. Bartlett's there. Man, he is really struggling. We're probably going to have to take him off. Fetz tries to make his way through. Tilt is there. Great defending. Virtue gets down to Hartle. He rounds his man. Gets it through. Is it good tackling? That's a penalty? Oh, ref, I don't know. Fetz had the same problem down there. Hurdle steps up. Sends McKenzie the wrong way. All right. We're going to do some tactical changes here. Bartlett is really starting to struggle. We'll get Skippington out there, who apparently can play this position a lot better than Bartlett can. Now, as for defenders, I think, how tall is Knight? Knight is 5'10". I think we're going to bring Knight back here. Doesn't have the heading. He's got the marking, attacking, and the positioning. I think he can do that. We'll bring Gregory or Grab would be better back there. He's got the heading, tackling, positioning, strength. And we'll do that. Bring Grabrev on. He's 5'10". He can possibly play in that position. So make those two changes. Except get our 2 injured and tired players off and see what we can do. As I gotta admit, they got lucky with that penalty. You gotta imagine if Cormier isn't injured. Is Nataro free kick there? Just sends it over the bar. Was that saved? Nope, that was saved. Turn behind for a corner. Keating's on this. Finds Nataro. Gets it to Knight, who tries to have a shot. Not so much. Keating, can he find another cross in? Sends it back to Cyril. And that just ends the thing. Nataro now. Send it. Valdez, header into the corner. Hit the woodwork again. And it's cleared by them. As things are starting to get a little dodgy, it's really starting to open up. Ape tier. Fast in. Back to Ape tier. Can we get a header? Grabrev. Great header. As Wright gets on it. He finds the pass. Finds Fetz. Fetz is there. Should have been a goal. That's a goal kick. All right. I'm going to demand some more. So what are we looking at here? Heredo is tired. Wright is all right. So I think we're going to have to do this. Heredo, we're going to move up. Get Fetz. What side does Fetz like to play on? for us to be on the right of a two-man pairing. Okay, so Fetz is going to come on and be this. Now, Thompson comes on, prefers to be on the left of a two-man pairing. And where is he good at? He's good at the advanced form, but if we bring in McFarland, what is he better at? He's not as good. So we're going to bring on Lee Thompson, get him going, confirm that, get Herrera off, make our last change, go very attacking here for the last couple minutes. See if we can't push forward a little bit more. Push forward. They're frustrated by the feedback. I'd be frustrated too. And we draw the game 1-1. Now, Blackpool is expected to be 10th. We're expected to be 1st. Fetz gets mayor of the match. It's not a great one. Tell the boys the efforts were excellent. Today just wasn't our day. We'll leave it at that. As we've got Shrewsbury in a week. Tons of emails here. I'm not going to look into those just yet. We are sitting there. It's the first time in a long time where we have drawn to start the league. So let's look at our schedule here. All right. I don't think Brentford and Caballero, we haven't even worried about that. I think we'll play through a little bit of this. Maybe come back for Salford or Wimbledon. These are all good games, because now we're going to get into some real competition here. But we'll see. Maybe for the second Caballero Cup game, that's where we'll look to come in, as we'll look to play Brentford off screen, and then probably, like I said, end of the month, beginning next month. We'll come at the end of the month. We'll come back for Cheltenham, and I'll tell you why we're coming back for Cheltenham, because we'll have the transfer deadline will be done by then, and we'll be able to talk about all of our ins and outs. But that's it for now. TGWPIS FC. This episode is done. Welcome to League One with a draw to Blackpool. Hopefully you all have fun, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.